Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's MRCs and we are proceeding with our series in terms of the training needs analysis, analyzing some of this data. So I think yesterday, or it would be the previous video, we saw how we came up with the individual compliance, calculating the average individual compliance, and then also using conditional formatting to adjust some of to align conditions to these specific cells respective to the context in the cells. So today we shall be looking at this. So see. So we have this training. It's called Supervisor Incident Prevention Program, the SIPS, and it has a condition. So we have to also fulfill that condition in our TNA. This can work in any TNA based on the conditions it's aligned with. So this condition says that SIPs must be completed within the first 6 months after every employee is assigned a supervisory role. So we can come here. So we shall be looking for that training. It's on the TNA, the SIPS program. So okay, let me see. Okay, yes, it's here. So okay, we can assign these specific people trainings, and for purposes of learning, so we can assign the respective individuals trainings. Then remember in the previous video, so what we do first, we can because we are going to set new rules to this one, we can just clear these ones. So we first clear this because we have new sets of conditions. Then we can say this one had to do. Now we are assigning for purposes of learning. Okay, I think it's like this. Then I can have an NA, and also I can have a TBC to be confirmed. Then I can have okay, this is March 2020. I can add just this. Okay, then I can put in today's date, which is 20th of September. Yeah, today is 20th of September 2024. Okay, so this is a date format. I think yeah. So now this is our cell. This is a training. This is what you can do to a training that has some conditions attached to it. So in this training, we are looking at the date when the employee started working and the date he did the training. Now we have these specific trainings that are a bit critical, that you must have fulfilled, or you must have attended or acquired the training for a given period of time in a given role. So this training requires you to have done it 6 months prior to you being on site. So if you did it 6 months after, the system also wants to know. So what we do, I don't know if I've brought it out well, but let me just give an example. Uh, let's say the training, okay, the, the training duration in terms of, I'm just confusing it now. Okay, I don't know, but I think you have understood it. The training itself has to be done 6 months after you coming to site. In the first 6 months of you being on site, I think that brings it out well. Yeah, in the first 6 months. So we can right now try to notice, we look at the day you came and the day you did the training. Then we need to set in the conditions, and it is from these conditions they can tell us. So to make this video short, we can start. So we have the date the person started, the date he did the training. Now we have to mark this date and this. So what I usually do, I have a book of mine because I can't keep all this in my head. So what I need is this, which is B7. So B7, this is B7, if you notice. Yeah, B7. So B7 is our start date. Then E, AE7 is our end date. So we have a function we use. So we can select this, then we come to condition formatting. Then what we do next is we come to this new rule, then we shall insert a formula. So our formula will be, remember in Excel, whenever you want to insert a formula, we start with an equal sign. We shall use a simple function. It's called dated if. Dated if bracket. So what's our start date? Our start date was B. It was B7, and our end date was E7. I think we are following. Then comma. Then it tells us how many months are these. So we want it to calculate this in form of months. So we don't know how many months are in between there. So what it does, we say if these months are less than, if they are less than or equal, if someone has to do a training in the first 6 months, that means they have to be less than or equal to 6 months, isn't it? We can copy this and then we format. Okay, then we can, what color should we assign that cell? I say let's assign it green. So we can come back here. We have put in a condition. We are going to add now. This is our condition. So I insert a new rule. So since it was the same, I will just paste this. But now this has to be greater than 6. So if it is greater than 6 months, what I do, you assign it that you'll see that these two are what? Greater than 6 months. Now we have already inserted a condition. Yes, the person did the training. That is good, but he did it past the first 6 months. He should have done it. So it's okay, he did the training, but it's past the 6 months. Then we can add these other rules. These ones I think you can also add them because they are the same rules which we used to come up with, like this one, this one. So what we do here, we can just add these other simple rules. For example, equal sign. So it is AE7. Now we neglect the B because now we are just looking at this column, the column AE. If AE7 is equal to what? MP, then you also add those quotation marks. You can assign it yellow. Then we apply. You see that it changes. Then we can also add another condition, equal sign. AE7 is equal to, let's see, it's equal to NA. We can assign it which color. NA, we are using this color. You can assign it this. Then you apply. Then usually, okay, we can also add that rule to be confirmed. Yeah, it's equal sign if AE7 is equal to quotations TBC. What condition can we assign this? I think we are using a color like this one, and we apply. Then we click OK. So we are done with our cell. This first phase of our first video, we are done with it. So basically that's it. So we can say we can use this as an example. Okay, let us see that. What if this person came? Okay, let us say he came on 1st November of this same year. We want to see whether this will change. If he came on the 1st of November of this year, so not of this year, of that year, 2022. So he came like today, then he did SIPs on the 7th. So we can put 7th, okay, 1st of November. Then we put 2022. So we hope this color has to change because he's within the 6 months. So automatically we see that the condition changes. So that means he did the program within the specified period he would have done it. So that's all from the SIPs, and you can also incorporate that in your other videos and your TNAs, the project TNAs. You can incorporate that, and yeah, you can also learn from that. But let me just insert here one stamp and I show you how that formula works. Okay, so I think I can use this. I can rename this dated if. I just want to show you how it works. Dated if. Okay, so let us say this was the start date. Then this was the training date, the day he did the training. This is for purposes of learning. I just want to show you how the condition works. So if he did the training on 22nd of November 2022, that's when he came to site, and he did his training on 15th of September. This is 2024. So when we use dated if, let me try to zoom this, I think. Okay. Okay. Can delete this. Delete. So when I use the dated if function, which is equal sign, and the funny thing is this function doesn't, it's not usually highlighted on the drop down menu. So you just have to type the whole of it, dated if, when you open the brackets. So this is your start date, then comma, then end date. So when you put this M, this indicates the months. So you want to know how many months are in between the day he did the training to the day he came on site. By the time you press enter, it will tell you that there are 21. There are 21 months. Then we ask ourselves, is this less than, less, equal, this is greater, is it less than 6? See, so it's false. Now we join this condition to this one, then we assign it a color. When you assign it a color, you ignore all this. So these are 21 months. I think when you put days, B, it converts them to days. So when you put Y here, it will convert them to years. That's what I think. Yeah, you see, it recognizes it as 1 year. So then it changes this condition is 1 less than. But given that our program was talking about 6 months, it's better we work within the 6 months, not 150 days, which are equivalent to 6 months. So put M back. So this is what we put the condition against, and it tells us. So maybe this was September. Basically that's that. So today's video just covered that, how to tackle such conditions on your training needs analysis or TNA. Then I think in our next video we shall be looking at calculating total hours, then also modifying. We can, I don't know, but we shall also, but I think by the time we get done with the whole of this, we shall be having a dashboard. So we shall come up with a very good dashboard, and we try to compute this data. Anyway, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and always give feedback, because it's really important to us and our team. Thank you so much.